It's your boy Online Davo. We back with another video. Alright, look. We got a video about Omeezy. We finally know why everyone's leaving Faze. And let's see, because niggas been hella quiet about this whole situation.
Don't care who you are. Don't care if it's my own brother, bro. You're my brother. I'm snitching. I'm sorry.
What?
Like, that's just wrong. And brother, everything I say on my mother's heartbeat, everything I'm saying is true. And I just genuinely hope he can confess to it. This dude looks me in my eyes and says, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I had a threesome with two 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what? Like,
Who the
how
fuck?
could you tell me that?
We're all face, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
And I don't know what to do or what to say at this point. But all I can say is, I mean, if it hasn't been said enough already on this call, stay away from underage girls, boys and girls. We have a lot of young men watching this stream right now. It's clearly and obviously.
Bro, at this point, bro, you gotta just start you gotta just start checking IDs, bro. If you're not checking IDs, then hey nigga, it's your hey. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, bro, no matter what they tell you, confirm, verify it. You know what I'm saying? They're not losing nothing from lying about their age. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna lose something if they lying about their age. So you better confirm their age, bro. If you finna be out here, you feel me, not in a committed relationship and just feel me hitting bitches and all that. So you better confirm that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be trusting these bitches at their word. No cap.
Not worth it. We're talking about a company and a brotherhood that was built over the course of how long, Rain? 15 years, more or less, right? And it's...
And if you hitting underage girls too, you're a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
clearly coming to an end, you know?
If you thought Faze was coming apart as it seems before, then man, oh man, this takes the cake. Yesterday, a member of the original Faze group, Faze Rain, came to social media with some shocking news that a lot of people weren't expecting. It was totally out of the blue, out of the random. But at this specific time in the state that Faze is in right now, where Banks is off the internet, Max just left for some very cryptic reasons. To be quite honest with you, this is the last thing that they needed. But the world needed to hear the fact that one of the members in the Faze clan was having sexual relations with somebody who was a child, underage.
I want to put everything to do with me and Faze to rest, bro, because there is so much I haven't said. And honestly, at this point, bro, I don't give a I think I'm going to collect my thoughts tomorrow and I'm going to say everything, bro. Every single thing that I know. And I'm going to collect my thoughts because I have an eidetic memory. So I remember everything and anything. Not only did you guys air me out, y'all mother sold me out. Y'all.
That nigga said an idyllic memory. I ain't never heard that shit day in my life, bro. Fuck.
Gave me behind my back. And honestly, I just had an epiphany about it because I'm like, bro, I've not even covered about it. I was just so sad about it for so long. I've been up over that pedo like 2 years, bro.
That pedo shit.
I haven't said nothing about it.
Now, for those of you who are probably looking at the screen, questionable, that is Faze Rain, somebody who is a part of what the new age era calls the old Faze. This isn't about, you know, Silky. This isn't about Ron. This isn't about Max, Rage, Lacey. This isn't about Jason. This is Any of those new guys, but it's about the old Faze, the entire organization, and seemingly some secrets behind dealing with some children. Now, there were a lot of other things mentioned
niggas,
because
bro,
that old Faze generation, I've been noticing there's been a little bit of bitterness in the water, and some of them have spoken out since, but this is now just Faze Rain's turn to kind of give his take and his opinion on this brotherhood that was established between these guys and what has happened since, you know, him distancing himself, since the changes, etc., etc. And honestly, it doesn't look the best. A video back in 2022 started some of his earlier grievances with the company and the brand itself.
This is a decade-long problem, man, with a lot of legal shit around it. So now it's turned into multiple problems. It's not just the initial problem I had in the beginning. It's a lot deeper than that. And yes, I'm going to say this now because they're probably going to try to say, well, he's only doing this because we owe him money and he's mad. They do owe me money, yes, and they haven't taken care of me, yes. And the money
that nigga said, yes, they do owe me money. Yes.
I bought the Counter-Strike team for. It took them 6 years to pay me back. Yes. I never got $1 or a brand deal. Yes. That's all to me. They're going to say that. And that is a frustration of mine, but I obviously held that in for years. I held that frustration in for years, and it was never the reason that I was going to do this or speak publicly, because if they just owed me money, I would have handled it a different way. This is a lot deeper than that, and a lot of my brothers don't.
That's what happens. You give sympathy to your enemies. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You at odds with them. Why you giving them grace? Go take back what's yours. You know what I mean? But and then then it comes to a point in which it's like a climax. You know what I'm saying? You want to hit it. You want to seize an opportunity while it's going up. And then once it start going down, once you try to seize that opportunity, the legal way, whatever, it's gonna be a little harder. You know what I'm saying? You might as well do it while it got momentum. That's what I'm trying to say. He should did this when they had momentum in the beginning to knock it all out.
See the actual issue here. They are being taken advantage of.
But there's two things I took away from that in the research of this video is that one, this group things, there was a big brand buyout from Faze. There was a lot of stuff going on legally. So I can understand how, there might be some frustrations there. That stuff has already been squashed for the most part. I know that there's still some people who are jaded about the situation, but nonetheless, that's not my business. But two, and most importantly, which leads us to this conversation today, is that he's still holding some stuff in. There's still some things that he's not 100% spilling the beans on, which leads us to these pedo allegations.
I wasn't even pushed out. I left. There's a fucking involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I could give a fuck less. I always stand up for what's right. That was the final straw, bro.
Whew. If it's in your heart, brother, speak it. It's gonna come out eventually.
You know what's crazy, bro? Well, all this shit. The thing with group content is, you only as strong as your weakest link. It's that. It's also how the head person, you feel me, operates. You know what I mean? Shit, the head person of Faze, Faze, Banks, right? Wasn't that nigga just doing all that scammy shit with the bit? Like, come on, bro. What you expect to have underneath you? You know what I mean? You gonna surround yourself with people with questionable characters. You know what I mean? Because if they got a questionable character, they gonna let your shit slide. You know what I mean? So,
Now, the only issue that I do have with what he said is not by saying the initial name in the beginning. There's a specific reason why, and I'll get to that in a minute. But if there is somebody who is out there touching and messing with kids, let the world know so we can shun.
Because, and I say that because I'm not saying Faze Banks is the reason he did what he did. I'm saying that he did what he did, but it happened with Faze because Faze Banks brought him on a team. You get what I'm saying? Faze Banks brought him on a team because he was part of the original, you feel me? So it's like he did that shit while in Faze, but it's like who you surround yourself with.
Them so we can have the proper opinion on them so we can understand who we're dealing with in real time. The reason why I did not like the fact that he kind of left it up to open air and interpretation, it was because one, there are a lot of members in Faze. My first thought was, who could this be? I went down the timeline, somebody threw out the name like Bronny James, and I was like, what? But then I had to realize Bronny is also a kid, so it definitely couldn't have been Bronny. But nonetheless, I also knew that a lot of people would...
Nigga, Bronny? That nigga LeBron James would kill that nigga with his bare hands if he... Shit, hell nah. That nigga LeBron would have found out first. Shit.
Be very, very mean in this conversation. There's two people in particular that I knew would probably get the brunt of this, and that...
You better cut that part out for that Rich Paul SUV blackout truck pull up on you, brother. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch out for that Rich Paul truck.
That is Max because he just left, and then also Banks because he is somebody who the internet feels very much up in the air about, especially after leaving the internet after seemingly scamming Aiden Ross and some other people out of some cryptocurrency. I knew that they would get unfair treatment in this conversation, so I am glad that Banks came out and actually cleared this up because this is a serious allegation. Even if people feel like I should feel some sort of way about Banks, even if you feel some sort of way about Banks, yeah, he might have scammed some people. He does not need pedo allegations. That's crazy.
First thing I'm gonna say in this video is I'm not a... Rain is not talking about me. There, I got it out. But yeah, I'm getting fucking spammed in my mentions right now on Twitter.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, you don't want that, you don't want that pedal jacket. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That pedal jacket is something crazy. So, cross your I's, dot your T's. That's all I'm gonna say.
Asking if I'm being accused that I'm a...
Cross your I's, dot your T's. That make no sense. What the fuck? I mean, dot your I's, cross your T's. I don't fuck that.
Being tagged in this clip from Faze Rain on Fearbuck. The first thing that needs to be addressed is obviously this shit. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation. That's why this is the first time that I'm speaking about it. I have to speak about it now. Norton, pause. You're saying that Faze Temper is a... which that is who he's talking about in the clip. I'm like, whoa. That's Tommy. That's our brother. This is who we started this Faze shit with. I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him and I'm calling Apex because apparently this is something Apex is aware of as well. Norden and Tommy, or Norden and Apex are the closest on the team. So obviously, if Norden's going to talk to anybody about anything and be transparent, it's Apex.
Damn. I mean, hey, niggas best buddies, so they gonna tell him everything. You know what I mean? Damn, so he knew too. Fuck. That shit crazy, bro. Y'all better start calling niggas out.
Tommy's first initial knee-jerk reaction to all this shit
I'll
was,
call a nigga
what
out,
the
like, hey,
fuck
that's
are
weird.
you talking about? Norden, no. This is not what the conversation was like. You're misremembering, you're misinterpreting. Obviously, Rain is coming back, standing firm.
Banks goes on to pretty much say that after Rain tells him that Temper is this pedo, he then patches in Apex and Temper into the phone call in which Temper refuses to acknowledge these accusations, says that, hey, you're misremembering these things, Rain, etc., and they go back and forth. But hearing from Rain, the person who's calling out this pedo in this situation, it seems that he has a pretty vivid memory as to what happened.
Tommy said this verbatim. He said it wasn't a threesome with two 16-year-olds. Actually, it was a 17-year-old. So all of a sudden now it's 17. One was 17 and the other one watched. That's what he said. And then he started bringing up all these random laws. I don't even know these weird consent laws, like Romeo and Juliet this, yada. I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, ain't gonna lie, bro's cooked. Yeah, you're cooked. Hey, you know a nigga really like a weirdo when he start bigging up, like he start getting information and like he start setting up precedents and shit for his situation because he know he fucked up. He know what he did was wrong. Yeah, you're cooked, buddy. Bye-bye.
And even Banks calls me after and he's like, bro, what the fuck is like up with that law shit that he brought up? So he knows he did some shit that was wrong. He knows that. It's just I don't like the denying of it. And I feel like in this video, you're trying to paint me like I'm lying and making shit up and just saying shit to say shit when you know that's not the truth, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that. That's some weird stuff.
Yeah,
but a lot of the Faze group is weird. People were digging up Temper's tweets from 2012. Mind you, he was born in 93. That kind of validates some of these claims in the court of public opinion. I don't know. It's extremely, extremely nasty.
Odd, but I gotta be honest with you. I think it's just like this
What
happened. This
Oh yeah. Kid, you hang out with a 16-year-old, stop acting like a hard ass, you fucking pedophile. Mind your own business. What if I like being a pedophile? You're sick. You're sick. Yeah, yeah. You know, hey, get him gone. Allegedly. Get him gone.
dude.
But this is crazy. This does not help you though.
Now
But
there
it might be like
wild accusations
niggas be like,
being thrown around.
well, that's an edgy joke. But I mean, like, some shit, I ain't gonna lie. Some shit you just don't joke about, bro. Like, you don't even want that shit near you, my nigga. Some shit you do not. Nigga, put a pedo joke. What? We don't joke about that. We don't play about that. Nah. That's not how I get, bro. I don't play them little,
the internet. And the beautiful thing about the internet, and I say this oftentimes, is that most of the time the other person exists on the internet. So we don't have to wait too long to hear Temper give his actual opinions on this or what he's saying. And of course, it's filled with deflections and denial. And not that I'm saying that I've picked a side. I just think that it's very interesting as to how he says a bunch of stuff. And that bunch of stuff has nothing to do with the situation. His first video specifically.
The fact that I'm even having to respond to this and to that my name is in the same breath as the word is so sick, twisted, and insane. This is disgusting. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not that type of person. I am the furthest thing from what you called me. We're all shit-faced, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
How could you go from denying to admitting all in this?
Yeah, that's crazy. Nigga, come on, bro. That nigga said, I am sickened that y'all would think this of me. I am quite frankly disgusted. Come on, everything I done for y'all know me. Y'all know me. I done this, I done that, I donate. Come on, bro. Then that nigga said, well, we did this, and then I found out she was this age, and then, so nigga, you just lied off the bat. You might just you should have either kept on denying it, or just told the truth from the beginning. Now you just look dumb as hell.
same breath. And look, the devil is in the details, because the way that Tommy or Temper or whatever his name is goes on to give 3 extra minutes of just story time about how he's a father, he proposed to his girl, etc., lets me know that he did do these things and he's not owning up to and admitting. But also there's some things that are important that he left out that don't line up with even Banks' story, like Banks and Rain's story, which I find to be very, very interesting.
I'm gonna say about the Tommy situation, because he made a video confirming it, but the details did get switched a little bit, because originally it was 2 16-year-olds and it was a 17-year-old and one was watching, and now a 17-year-old and he didn't know her age. If you didn't know her age and you said that to us at least once, we wouldn't be here, bro. I would not have treated it the same way if you said you didn't know.
Knew off
that changes everything. You never said that, not once. Literally not fucking once. This is news to me that you didn't know.
Another one bites the dust. Now, I want to be clear, this doesn't affect Faze as a whole, and I'm not making some sweeping indictment on them. How this does affect the bigger group and the name and stuff like that going forward is, you know, up to the...
Ain't gonna lie, this is the first time I heard this. I'm gonna be real. This is the first time I heard this. I don't think this really affects them that much. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the older generation, to be honest. That's how I felt. Because it's the older generation, I don't think it affects Faze, because we know Faze now as a newer generation, because that's what's popular right now, streaming. So it's like, if it ain't got nothing to do with the new niggas, nobody gonna know what happened with the old niggas, to be real. You know what I'm saying? This shit gonna be swept under the rug in like a week. You know what I mean? That's what I think, to be honest. I think it's still a little fishy, ain't gonna lie.
The internet's interpretation, but these are 2 dudes who have distanced themselves from the group, at least the new version of the group, publicly for a long time. I just think that it's so strange that we exist on the internet with all these people who have been touching and doing stuff to kids. Like, it's been a long time, which kudos to the fact that it's been a long time, because I remember we were going through a stretch of videos on this channel calling out Preds. You know, I'm talking people like Dr. Disrespect and the others that were dealing with children that were public facing on the internet. Weird shit like that. But listening to Marcus King's reaction about this situation made me really think about who people should be aligning with, whether it be from a fan's perspective or from like creating content's perspective.
That's facts, bro.
That's why me,
bro. It's the people you keep around you. You know what I'm saying? The people you keep around you is gonna dictate, you know what I'm saying, how far you go. Like, if you got a bunch of crash outs around you, you know what I'm saying, how are you gonna have stability? You feel me? Cause who you gonna lean on? If you can't, because when this shit get going, when this shit get tough, you lean on your homie. Your homie give you that extra motivation, like, hey, keep grinding, bro. Like, niggas fuck with your shit. But if your backbone and your foundation is a bunch of flocky niggas and a bunch of weird niggas, then shit.
I'm telling you, I'm never, bro. That nigga would never see me in a group, because someone else being a weirdo in their own weird time could bring you the fuck down. You don't know what these niggas be doing in their free times, y'all. Fuck no, nigga.
YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, social media as a whole has been built off this concept of like idolization, envy, worship, all these other things like that for these figures at the top. People put them on a pedestal, but at the end of the day, not only are they not just human, but they're also some of the worst people in their free time. I can think of so many people over this past year or 2 years that I've covered on this channel talking about the weird stuff they've done in their free time. Whether it be Mr. Beast Chris Tyson, DJ Academics, Dr. Disrespect, Faze, Temper. There's just so many people that
4 niggas back to back to back to back is crazy. Hey, yo, damn, bro. Niggas really be sore though, bro.
Been outed for doing a bunch of weird shit. And it's so sad because these people are aligned with people who are ultimately innocent, but those people's names will be dragged through the mud. Now, will the internet go on and pass? For sure. The North will remember though, and it just is a message to anybody and everybody who is
RP my nigga John Stark, man. RP John Stark, bro. Damn, they made that last season so ass, bro. Damn. I watched that shit, I was like, man, like that shit was a waste of my time, low key. I don't even remember shit from it, bro. Niggas started flying dragons, all type of shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry, a little sidetracked.
Still out there idolizing anybody, putting people on a pedestal, and just not taking them for their entertainment value. One, they're probably weird. You don't know them like that. Keep that parasocial shit in the playground. And then 2, and most importantly, watch who you align with. Just watch who you align.
That's facts though. Some shit, bro. Some shit you just gotta, you feel me? That's why I say you gotta keep a barrier. You know what I'm saying? Some friendships, you're just supposed to stay on the internet, bro. You just my internet homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support you, support me. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me? Real life shit, I don't know you like that, bro. I may not want to get to know you like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I like to keep a little small circle. I don't really like a lot of niggas is in my inner circle, like talking to family and shit. But yeah, niggas be weird, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. Watch who you align with, bro. Shit, your surroundings create your earnings. I don't know. I try to say something crazy. I'm gone. Peace.